Joining us now is writer and comedian Michael Loftus. Michael, thank you so much for joining us. Well, can you believe it? The UK Supreme Court has ruled that the legal definition of a woman is based on biological sex. Who would have thought? The case was brought by a campaign group for Women Scotland after Scotland's government argued that transgender women were entitled to sex-based protections. Take a listen.
The unanimous decision of this court is that the terms woman and sex in the Equality Act 2010 refer to a biological woman and biological sex.
I mean, are you shocked? Are you surprised? Can you believe it? After all these years of hysteria and debates, it turns out that a woman is based on biological sex.
They finally figured it out. Congratulations, United Kingdom. It's like the UK has turned into like if Monty Python and Black Mirror had a baby, it would be the United Kingdom. Like, who has to take this to the Supreme Court? What's next for them? You should breathe air. Is water wet? Let's ask the Supreme Court.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, finally, we're getting some common sense right from the Supreme Court, and about time. But I wonder how Cynthia Nixon feels about this. Of course, she's the actress and LGBTQI+ activist, because she's been out wearing a Palestinian flag-coloured shirt to show solidarity with Palestine, despite LGBT people being persecuted in Gaza and the West Bank. And, you know, the Gays for Gaza campaign is just beyond a joke. Why do celebrities act this way?
I think she's just desperately in need of attention. Like she pops up every once in a while like a prairie dog, and like she's like, oh, my kid is trans, my sister's kids are trans, all my friends are trans. It's like she's some trans Medusa. All she has to do is look at a kid and they change. She just wants the attention.
I want to talk to you about politics in the US, and AOC is accused of taking notes from Kamala Harris by putting on an accent. We heard from AOC, and she's being slammed on social media for appearing to use this fake accent while she was delivering a speech at a rally in Idaho.
Donald Trump is a criminal who was found guilty of 34 felony counts of fraud, liable for sexual abuse. Of course he's lying and abusing and manipulating the stock market too.
Listening to that, I'm actually a bit triggered from all the accents we had to hear from Kamala Harris throughout 2024. But that strategy didn't work for Kamala Harris. She became a laughingstock because those clips went viral on social media. Yes. Everyone could see that she was putting on a different accent depending on the crowd. So why is AOC copying her?
I don't know, but at least Kamala Harris was smart enough to stick to one accent. AOC switches up halfway through. Like, she starts off as AOC, then she shifts into some Eastern European bloc nation accent, and then at the end, she twists it with a little Icelandic, like Greta Thunberg. She's like, Donald Trump, he got that's comedy. Nothing is funnier than her saying two.
Yeah, well, we'll see how that works out for her. A new poll shows that there's a growing number of Republicans who identify with the MAGA movement. A new NBC News poll found that 71% of Republicans now call themselves MAGA supporters, which is an increase compared to previous polling. And there's also been a similar shift among college-educated men. They are now identifying as MAGA supporters. What do you put this down to?
It's the sleeping giant is waking up for you. Like, everybody has very busy lives. You're busy doing stuff. And from like 2014, 2015, a growing number of people realized that the media was pretty much lying. We've been misled. We've been totally hoodwinked. And as people find out that, like, oh my gosh, that isn't true. They were lying. That is horrible. It's just going to be exponential. And now, like, MAGA is synonymous with, like, do you like America?
Yes.
It's just like,
absolutely.
basic.
And Michael, Harvey Weinstein, the jury selection has begun for the retrial of the disgraced former entertainment executive. The 73-year-old faces 1 count of rape, 2 counts of a criminal sexual act, and his trial was reordered after New York Court of Appeals overturned his previous conviction. It found improper rulings and prejudicial testimony tainted his 2020 conviction. Opening statements and testimonies will begin next week. What are you expecting from this?
I don't think it's going to get any better for Harvey Weinstein. I lived in Hollywood. I worked in Hollywood for a lot of years, and that's like those days are over. They've passed, the casting couch and all that. So Harvey's not getting any younger. What they should do is just paint his cell a different color and tell him he won and he's in a new Holiday Inn.
That's one way of putting it. Writer and comedian Michael Loftus, thank you so much for making the time to join us on Power Hour. Great to speak with you.
Oh, thanks for having me.